feel awake without trying. Steam on the cup, slow rising. People pass by the window. I just watch, keep quiet. Soft chair worn at the edges, sun on the floor, long rectangle. Someone laughs near the counter. I smile into my drink. A small pause at noon. Nothing I have to do. I just sit, breathe in, let the moment stay a bit. Pages open, not reading. Phone face down, still blinking. Tiny song from the ceiling blends into my thoughts. Coat on the back of the chair, cold waiting out there somewhere. I stay for one more minute, then another, then another. The room feels calm enough to think. Mugs on the table. Someone laughs by the window. Steam curls into the light. Windows open a little, cool air on my hands. I watch the street shuffle by and let the minutes soften. Pages turn to the same old line. Pen resting untouched. I'm not in a hurry today. I just listen to the clatter. Barista calls a quiet name. Milk swirls, tiny clouds. I smile at nothing in particular. Let the background carry me. cup on my palm, street still has asleep outside. Slow sip, breathe in the quiet. Table for one feels just right today. Pen on a napkin, little list of nothing urgent. Maybe call a friend, maybe just sit here. Coat on the chair back, scarf slipping down. Music in the corner, like a kind of company. Barista laughs softly, name called, not mine. I like being part of it and still on my own. One more warm sip, window brighter now. I don't need a plan, just this gentle start. I woke up before the noise today. Steam on the kettle, sun on the cupboard door. Chair still cold under my hands. You left your book open, page folded like a little tent. Mug ring on the table, looks like a small eclipse. I stir in some sugar, watch it drift and disappear outside. Car passes slow, then the quiet settles back. There's a scarf on the back of your chair, your name on a crumpled receipt. I read it just under my breath, like I'm calling you in from the street. Window fog, soft white frame, finger draws a lazy line. I sit here counting tiny sounds. Clock, cup, my own breathing. If you walked in right now, I'd just slide your coffee across. We'd talk about nothing important. Let the morning dew do the rest. Light moves across the table, bit by bit it climbs the wall. I finish what's left in the cup and let the moment stretch, then fall. I just noticed my hands stop shaking somewhere between your smile and the sugar jar. Steam on your cup, writing little shapes that mean nothing and somehow say a lot. Quiet things I don't say keep me company, resting in my throat, sipping on this day. You ask how I've been, I say yeah, not bad. Stirring the phone till the words dissolve. You laugh at nothing, I laugh a second late, trying to hide how easy this all feels. thinking maybe I'd like to be one of them, to be one of them. The cups grow cold, chairs scrape, phones ring. I stay quiet, but softer than before. Peace in this cup, steam on my hands. Morning moves slowly, chairs scrape and stand. Pages turn softly, someone laughs low. Sun on the window, dust drifting slow. A gentle place to land here with the small sounds. Breathing with the room, feet on the ground. Sugar glass clinking, coffee rings dry. Little notes playing, time passing by. Just this easy air, people come and go. I stay right here. I was just thinking how good the quiet feels today. Steam on this cup, fogging up half the window. Pages open, but I keep rereading one line. Someone laughs softly behind the sound of the milk wand. Like a coat left on a chair, I say I'm fine to the sugar in my spoon. Tiny clinks, porcelain touching the saucer. The door chimes once, then settles back into stillness. Outside, slow traffic. Hello, conversation, words I don't follow, but the warmth still reaches me. I stir the phone just to watch a pattern fade, thinking of you, doing something ordinary too. Light on the table, turning crumbs into little stars. I turn a page, more for the sound than the story. If you walked in, I'd only raise my eyes a little, say hey, you made it, like it wasn't a big thing. Clock on a wall, moving in its quiet circle. I take a breath and let this moment answer back. just thinking how some days heal by themselves between pages and silence and the comfort of staying here. It's a feeling that arrives for no clear reason. Steam on the glass coats the morning in quiet. Your book stays open, but you watch the window instead. Just scraping softly, someone laughs then forgets. In the space between songs, we just breathe. Little spoons on little cups clink and agree. In the space between songs, we just start. Nothing urgent, nothing far. You say feels like Sunday, though it isn't light on the table. Turn sugar into gold. I stir my drink past the point it needs. You tap a rhythm on the sleeve of your coat. In the space between songs, we just breathe. Little spoons on little cups clink and agree. In the space between songs, we just are. Nothing urgent on the sleeve of your coat. We talk about nothing, the kind that means a lot. Barista wipes the counter, slow circles, slow thoughts. The record crackles on and drifts to another tune. Our words fade with it, like clouds leaving the noon. Same cup, same seat, same cup, same seat. Steam on the glass, morning in my hands. You stir your drink twice to the right. Say, how'd you sleep? I say, alright. One more minute like this, let the small talk drift. Sun on chipped ceramic, nothing that I'd fix. Coat on the chair, never quite sipped. You tap your phone, then let it slip. Sugar on the spoon, circle then sink. You watch the door, I watch you little shake, we miss its call on purpose. I think you check the time. Smile, I should go. I touch your sleeve, say stay a bit slow. One more minute like this, let the small talk drift. Sun on chips, ceramic, nothing that I'd fix. Same cup, same seat, same cup, same seat. You laugh, okay, I cop off your drink. This moment stretches longer than I thought it would. Steam curls from the cup, clock hands barely move. Light moves across the floor, catching on a crooked frame. Chair legs scrape, then settle. Someone laughs, then is quiet again. The day isn't asking much, just a seat, just a sip, just a little more. Slow breath in a crowded room while the light moves across the floor. Sugar packet half torn, notebook open, page still blank outside. Buses come and go, names called, faces change. Inside the small sounds linger, porcelain and quiet talk. I stir the same drink twice, let the minutes stretch and walk. Oh, coat still on the back of the chair, phone face down, screen gone dark. I stay for one more cooling sip as the light slides off the mark. Fade. Waiting here without expecting anything. Hands around this cup, steam on my face. People drift by the window, soft coat, slow steps. I watch the door, then the spoon in my glass. Stay, just breathing. One more minute like this, and I won't need more. Light moves across the floor, tiny dust bows floating. chair legs, table edges, catching little stripes of gold. You laugh from across the room at something I don't hear. I just taste the air and let the moment sit. One more minute like this, I could stay just breathing. One more minute like this, and I won't need more. Sugar packet torn in half, crinkle of paper. Small sound, my phone stays face down. Screen waiting on me, you don't even see me. And somehow that feels kind, to be part of the background and still feel full. Steam curling up from a chip white cup. Page half turned, pencil in my hand. Chair legs scrape, then settle again. Somebody laughs, then the room exhales. Dust in the sun, floating over wood. Window glass hums with a distant train. Mug ring on a square napkin, ink bleeding slowly into the grain. Barista's sleeve pushed up one arm, warm air when the door swings, stacked plates, soft little chiming, milk foam blooming over coffee brown. My phone face down, edge of a table, loose thread on my sweater cuff. Someone's coat slips from a hanger, quiet hands lifting it back. Lamplight pooling over tiled floor, tiny stir of the sugar jar. Eyes trace a crack in the ceiling. Breath falls into the room, slow tide. Piano keys bright then fading. Guitar strings barely brushed. I breathe slower here, words blur together. Outside moves behind the glass, bookmark waiting between soft pages. Last sip, cool at the bottom, voices thinning, tables clearing. One light left over my shoulder, coat on my arm, chair easing backward, door swings open, the song stays inside. I just noticed steam on the glass, little rivers running past my hand. Someone laughs behind a paper cup. I catch a word, then it drifts away. Somewhere near the window, time gets soft. I watch the daylight drying on the walls. Your scarf still on the chair. I sit beside it like you might walk in. Spoons tap, quiet little bells. I fold my thoughts and sip them slow. Move inside, nothing hurries. I let my phone sleep face down by the sugar. I think I'm okay here on my own, sharing this table with the afternoon. The room grows lighter, voices turn to hum. I leave my cup half full. The day is open in front of me, steam on the glass, quiet and kind. I watch the street move in slow lines, breathing in this small, warm time. Slow thoughts, warm light, nothing I need to decide. Coffee cooling by my right hand, I let the hours slide. Pages half read, just here, just now, that's fine. Slow thoughts, warm light. Slow thoughts, warm light. I don't matter how so this feels. Steam on the glass, pages half open, names on cups I'll never learn. You stir your drink, lose count of the circles. I watch the door, still not waiting for anyone. Words float, fade, half-finished stories at the corner table. Coats on chairs like they're all coming back someday. Sugar pack stack, little paper tents between us. You smile at nothing, or maybe everything at once. Outside moves faster, buzzes sigh and hurry on. Inside this minute stays the size of your small laugh. If we leave, we leave, we leave. If we stay, we stay. Time sits down with us, takes a quiet holiday. Everything feels quietly in place. Mug leaving their small round trays. Steam drifts up, then disappears. I breathe in, the morning clears. Notebook open, single page, tiny list, lines I've made. Folded napkin by the spoon, soft light sliding through the room. A clear table, clear mind, just the little things align. I set one thought down at a time. A clear table, a clear mind. Chair legs scrape, someone laughs. Milk foam rings in tilted glass. Phone face down, screen gone dark. Outside traffic, just a hum not sharp. Crumbs coat on back of the chair, peaceful. I gather what I brought, leave the rest behind, step out slow with a clear mind. This moment doesn't need a name. Steam curls over chipped white cups. You breathe out, I breathe in. One thing at a time, sugar on the spoon, your hand on the mug, my eyes on you. One thing at a time, nothing to improve, let it be this small and good. Your scarf slipped on the back of the chair. You laugh at something we won't remember. Still, it settles in the air. One thing at a time, sugar on the spoon, your hand on the mug, my eyes on you. One thing at a time, to eat too. We could talk big plans or just pass the cream you stir. I watch the circle fade on. I sit here longer than I planned, mug in both hands. Steam finds my glasses, morning drifts into noon. Barista laughs at something, I catch half the joke. Smiles float through the air, settle at my table. Outside, scars and quick steps. Inside, slow spoons and pages. Someone hums along, off key, it still sounds right. Sun leans across the counter, dust dances over the list. I forget my to-do list, let it wait by the door. Your text lights the screen, a small hello. No rush, I answer when the song turns. Let the moment breathe. Chair creaks when I shift. Code slips from the hook. I think of leaving, then stay. Just Just one more quiet minute. Refill goes warm to lukewarm. Foam clings to the rim. Time stretches, then softens. The room feels brighter. I sit here longer still, hands around what's left of the drink. Voices blur into colors, and the day fades gently. Quiet rhythm of the day, cups on saucers, steam drifting up, light moves across the floor. You stir your drink, watch the window, someone laughs, then the room calms again. A chair slides back, pages turning, small talk at the counter, milk clouding into brown. You say it feels like time is slower here, like the noise outside stops at the door. Shadows stretching over tiled lines. Sun plays little games on tabletops and hands. You check your phone, then set it down. It's good like this, you almost whisper. Barista wipes the bench, hums a line. Clocks don't matter much in this warm corner. Voices dip to murmurs, spoons rest in empty cups. Light moves across the floor, and then a little more, and then a little more. Mug in my hands, steam on my face, window fogged up. I like this place. I'm here, that's enough. Nothing to chase. I'm here, that's enough. Small, quiet space. Pages half read, coat on the chair. People drift by, I stay right here. Messages wait, phone face down, still breathing in slow. Time's mine to fill. I'm here, that's enough. Nothing to chase. I'm here, that's enough. Small, quiet space. cup. Window fog breathing, light moves across the floor. A calm I didn't plan just landed in my hand. Nothing to understand. I guess I'll let it stay. Pages half open, phone face down, people talking softly, sun inches down the wall. I thought I'd be running. I thought I'd be late. Instead I'm just sitting here, letting the minutes taste sweet. A quiet coffee cooling by my hand. Window fog, names on the cup smudged in pen. Pages open, still stuck on the same small line. Chair creaks, someone laughs behind a screen. Steam drifts, silver spoons in tiny rings. Street hum, coat on the spare chair untouched. Sun moves slow, square sliding up the wall. Clock ticks slightly out of time with me. Soft song from the speakers in the backyard. Scarf folded on my chair last week. Eyes rest on the plant above the door. Dust floats, poses gather in my cup. Hand taps, margin full of half-shade words. Deep breath, nothing that I need to say. Barista wipes the counter clean, door chimes. I stay for one more quiet page. pages half read, coat on the back of my chair, sun on the floor like it's waiting there. When the room feels kind and the hours move slow, I let my shoulders down. I don't need to know every little reason why it feels alright. When the room feels kind, I can breathe so light. Chair with a squeak, someone laughs by the door. Names on the screen, I don't check anymore. Crumbs on the plate, ring from the glass on the wood. Nothing to chase, just to be, feels good. Maybe I'll stay for one more pour, one more song. Let the day just wander along. I'm a little quiet today, mind just drifting. Steam on my cup, watching it rise and fade. Feels like nothing urgent. Just now, just hear people talking softly, names I never hear. I think I needed a small slow hour, soft winter sunlight on a lukewarm drink, doing almost nothing, letting thoughts blink out. Emails can wait a while, phone face down, Windows doing its job, framing a gentle town. I stir the same old sugar, take one slow sip, table slightly wobbly, but it holds my list. I think I needed a small slow hour, soft winter sunlight on a lukewarm drink, doing almost nothing, letting thoughts blink out. Barista calls something not meant for me. I like that comfort of being unseen. I should probably go soon, maybe in a bit. Soft winter, just now. I'll leave when I'm ready to leave. across the floor, table to the door. We sit and watch it. Nothing urgent anymore. Two spoons, one sugar. You laugh, you're predictable. I shrug, it's habit. You say it's kind of comfortable. Outside, buses breathing. Inside, someone drops a plate. We pause, then keep talking like we've got all day to be late. The sound of the room feels steady. Steam curls up from my cup. Sun on the table, soft and ready. I think I might just sit here and wake up. Pages open, nothing urgent. A list I'm not quite reading yet. Strangers talking in small currents. Their stories drift, then forget. Time enough today for one more quiet sip. Time enough today to let this moment stick. Window glass holds a little weather. Coats on chairs, scarves undone. I check my phone, then remember I'm not in a race to run. I don't need an answer. I'm not chasing a sign. I breathe once, then once after. Let the seconds fall in line. Ain't time enough today for one more quiet sip. Time enough today to let this moment stick. The light slides slowly off the table. Someone laughs near the door. I tell myself, as long as I'm able, I'll stay like this a minute more. Sitting still, hands around a warm cup, watching the steam curl up and disappear. tiny spoon taps the side once. Someone laughs from the doorway. A thought that knows where to sit, quiet in the corner of my mind, not asking for answers, just sharing the morning with me. Window glass breath makes a soft cloud. Street sounds muffled by the door. Sugar